Hydroa vacciniforme, according to Gregory Troy. He was an author on Medscape. I don't know if y'all know about that website, but he says that it's a rare chronic photodermatosis, which just means it's a rash from the sun. And it's unknown origin, and it occurs in childhood, and the rare just means that it affects less than 200,000 people. The symptoms of this disease is, well, there was a picture there, but it occurs in children around the ages 3 to 5 years old. It usually goes away by itself. Nobody really knows how during like early adulthood. When you break out, you usually break out 30 minutes to 2 hours after being exposed to the sun.
Caitlin, should that do that? It keeps doing that every once in a while.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. After being exposed to the sun, and these breakouts, this looks kind of, I think that's crazy, maybe. Okay, yeah, the picture's not on there, just kidding. Okay, well, these breakouts are just like fluid-filled blisters, and they can burn, they sting, they itch really bad, and they occur on like your sun-exposed areas, so like your ears, your face, legs, arms, hands. The symptoms are stinky, I know from experience, but treating it is probably the worst part because it's really hard, especially being so young. When you get it, you don't really understand, but there's 2 oral medications. This one, which is kind of hard to pronounce, I don't know if I pronounced it right. Hydrochloroquine, it's like a 200 milligram. It's actually used to treat, oh my gosh, the word slipped in my head. It's a skin rash, I don't know, Malaysia or something like that. So that was not as common as thalidomide they used to treat. It's actually like a chemo drug, and if I had the pictures it'd be easier to explain, but they have a little white pill, and it has a little pregnant woman on it with a circle and a slash, and there's a really big like government ran thing that you have to go through just to get this medication, just because it does have bad birth defects, and being really young like that too, you don't really want to take medicine all the time. There's actually, the good news is there is like natural treatments and precautions that you can take to not break out, which is wearing protective clothing, carrying an umbrella, and putting on sunblock. Like even during the winter, it's like all year, because there's always UVA rays, and that's like good part of it, but it's still being so young, you don't want to do all that. Because of how prevalent it is and the pediatric, it's said that the effects are really big on the children, because there's like, it's long term when you're that young, but like you get really bad scars, and those are long term, and it's said to have effect on their like quality of life. For me, I had bad social issues, and I had to go to be homeschooled, and I actually went to private school, and it was really even bad there, and you would not expect it to be all that bad. There's a lot of lack of sleep due to being itchy, and there's also, with me, with taking thalidomide, you got to do the routine doctor's appointments, and you just have to go every month, which I have to go to Winston-Salem because there was only one doctor that would prescribe the medication, and so I had to drive 3 hours once a month, and being in school, that was kind of hard, and that took effect on me really bad, because everybody thought I was weird because I was never had like tremors for a little bit, and I had numbness of like my toes and my fingers, and so that's really hard. And I'm just gonna wrap it up. I did have pictures here, but I was just wanting to inform people about this condition just because of the fact that not a lot of people know about it. And had it didn't take me 2 years to figure it out, I probably could have avoided having it this long. So just inform yourself of like this disease and also other skin diseases. And don't be afraid to ask people what they have if you do it politely. Don't kind of mock and say, well, how the heck are you allergic to the sun? Because that's the question I can't answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, thank you for giving me your time. And I also had another slide that had questions on it, but that obviously didn't want to pop up either. So, yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Did yours self-cure?
Not yet. I actually don't break out as much. I used to break out a lot, and now I only break out in certain seasons. When I stress out a lot, I usually tend to break out quicker. I guess because my immune system's shot. But hopefully in the next couple years, it'll be gone.
So is it curable?
It's said to go away like on its own, like in like early adulthood. But there are some cases. I think I read a case that there was like a 60-year-old that got it, but it's not like really big. So I don't really know when hers would go away.
Thank you.
Is that it?
What's the name of it again?
Hydroa vacciniforme.
Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Yay!